Have you ever wanted a whiteboard on your desk? Or a convenient way to store desk supplies? This product does both. This is the desk whiteboard from YaGee. This video is made in partnership with YaGee. The deal was that they would send the product for free and I would create a video with full creative control. They didn't get to see the video before it went public. I want to keep it transparent. This is a product I wanted to try out because I really like the concept of a 2-in-1 desk whiteboard and desk organizer. In fact, it's quite similar to a project concept I once made in design class. I wanted to solve the problem of making tools reachable in a way that also looked good. Upon unboxing and installing the product, I noticed that it solves this problem. Its dimensions fit well in this spot on my desk, and I could easily store all my desk accessories into the storage tray. It's spacious enough to fit pens, a watch, a pair of earphones, a wallet, smaller notebooks, smaller electronic devices, and other pocketable items. It's not spacious enough to fit most books, camera lenses, computer mice, and storing longer cables can also be a bit clunky. You can also store the included accessories, but for certain positions you need to press down the eraser tip on the markers. Speaking of the included accessories, the 2 dry erase markers and the eraser, I think they're fine. I don't really like the bone design of the eraser, and the magnets on these pens are a bit weak. I haven't seen any ghosting on the whiteboard after 1 week of use. However, I did notice some kind of deterioration effect if you focus on the dots being formed. It's most noticeable with this black pen. As you can see, I didn't get any dots from trying other pens on this whiteboard. The whiteboard can be swiveled around. It has 2 sides that you can write on, so for example, you can have a to-do list on one side, and if you have an online meeting, you can turn it around, giving you a blank side to drop down notes on. The whiteboard just rests on this bumper, and it mostly stays in place due to a pair of anti-slip pads. There is also a pair of anti-slip pads below, which also allows for smaller cables to run underneath. And emphasis on the word smaller, because thicker cables may not make it. One of the use cases for this bumper that YaGee suggests is to swap the keyboard with the whiteboard, if you want to focus on sketching something out. This makes sense, more so than another suggested use case of using it as a way to angle up your keyboard for writing. I don't think this is actually ergonomic. The bumper is also useful for putting smaller items here, like a book or an electronic device. During my period of testing the product, it was the only phone stand I needed. With this whiteboard, you can ditch the old school post-it note on the monitor shin method. If you want to take temporarily analog notes, a whiteboard is great, and this one does the job. Overall, I think it's a well-designed product, but the build quality feels a bit cheap. It's by no means a premium product. This is all about functionality. There aren't many similar products on the market, so if you're looking for a desk whiteboard, you can't really go wrong with this one. It's priced alongside some of its competitors, at around $30. This product is really a whiteboard, a desk organizer, and a phone stand, all in one, and I really like it. I can confidently recommend this product. I leave links to the product and the company's Amazon store in the description. Personally, I won't use a desk whiteboard for my own setup because I'm quite happy with the configuration I've got going on. With the domino-themed Lego desk organizer and with the whiteboard on the wall, it makes it pretty difficult to justify, but it will work well on one of my younger brother's setup, where it will stay. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.